Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VI with me, RockPaperMario, and first of all, I would just like to apologise for the last video. I shouldn't really have recorded that day because I was just so tired and cranky. I had been up all night the day before, recording with Splitable Infinitive, and I just hardly had no sleep, and I was just, when things just started getting on top of me in that recording with the encounter rate, I just got far too cranky, so I just want to say sorry for that. Okay, basically, Sabin's not going to be coming along with us in the next part of the game. You'll see why, so I just want to make sure he doesn't have anything. Yeah, I just want to remove those earrings because he's not going to need them yet, so, actually, wait a second, are there any equips I might want to take? I'm going to remove the ninja gear and the green beret just in case I need that as well, and the mithril shield, so... everyone else is fine. I'm going to be taking Edgar and Celis and Locke with me in the next part too, but... let's just see what's in here finally, seeing as it took us so long to get up here. Oh, it's nearly called her Celis. It's Terra. She's still all kind of candy flossy. Terra! Oh, great. Now Locke has two girlfriends in comas. One girlfriend in a coma wasn't enough for him, was it? She's scared, you know. Who said that? Oh, it's that guy from the Neverending Story who gives Atreyo the Orin, except he's white instead of black. Who are you? This girl is your friend. Is Terra alright? Come on, give me answers. You call her Terra. Terra. How odd. Listen, Bob, we want some answers, and if you don't give... Jeez, Terra's gonna be getting her freak on the bed over there. Oh, don't fly away again. We don't want to have to look for you all over again. Locke, I wouldn't go near her if I were you. She is undamaged, but I fear she can't understand you. As for me, I am Ramuh, the Esper Ramuh. Dum bum ba! So Ramuh's an Esper, but I thought... yeah, exactly. Esper? But don't Espers live in another world? That doesn't mean we don't live here, too. Espers take a variety of forms. Sometimes we live here, taking the shape of humans. You have nothing to fear from us. So that means anyone we know could be an Esper, and we just wouldn't know about it. Anybody. Even one of the characters in our party. Why'd you hide the fact that you're Espers? Gee, I wonder. The Empire's looking for Espers all over the place. Humans and Espers can't survive together. But my grandma told me that Espers and people once lived side by side. Was that just a fairy tale? It could have been, you know, once upon a time. No, that was no fairy tale. That was true. We started out as friends. Then along came the War of the... oh, not the dumb old War of the Magi again. If anyone mentions that without actually telling us what the hell it is one more time, then... oh, War of the Magi. It just seems to be this big thing that no one ever goes into detail about. It took place long ago. Oh, here we go. Espers fought humans who were infused with magical power extracted from Espers. Oh, well, finally, someone's going to explain it to us. Fearing our magical powers would once again become a target, we fashioned a new realm and moved there. It's funny how the voice that I'm doing for Ramuh is the same voice I did for the introduction, because then it could be like Ramuh was doing the introduction, which would be cool. About 20 years ago, I forgot to read the text. Thus began a hunt for Espers. Only in this way could Emperor Gestahl create his invincible army. In response to this, we erected a doorway and threw the humans out. You know, throw the old woman out! Toby, throw the old woman out. I don't know, Ramuh in the sprite just looks like he has kind of wrinkles on the top of his head. You know, like big gnarly things. Even as we speak, many of my kind are trapped in the Empire's Magitech research facility, being Being what?
Drained of their powers. I fled here to avoid a similar fate.
Well, geez, Ramuh was on the trolley anyway, wasn't he? He got out of there when he could. Edgar's like, would you ever... What? Yeah, just drag her over there. I love the way he's like so caring for her, and then he just seems to drag her over like a sack of potatoes and fling her onto the bed.
That's right. Relax.
In Castle Ramuh, Chateau Ramuh,
I sensed that Terra was in trouble. My magic summoned her here.
Yeah, let the Orin guide you. Terra's an Esper? Dum bum bum!
No, she's actually quite different.
What's different about her? Terra looks like she's in pain.
Her very existence strikes fear into her own heart.
Well, whoever like, he beats around the bush so much. How can we help her? You can't help her. It's in her genes, you know, squids got genes!
When she accepts this aspect of herself, I think she'll be alright.
Well, that's fine. We have to do something. Yeah, Edgar. Edgar's always the one who's kind of like, stop dilly-dallying around and let's get on with this.
Then free those of my kind imprisoned in Gestal's Magitech research facility. One of them can surely help her.
One of them? Which one? If we find a Magitech research facility, you're sure we'll find your people? He just told you that explicitly. Magitech research facility. Your people are... Celes, do you know something we don't?
Like a coward, I escaped, leaving the others there. It'll be the end of them.
Oh no, Ramuh, I mean, you didn't have any choice, did you? I mean, you had to get out of there, otherwise you would have been drained of your power too.
Gestal's methods are incorrect. You can't drain a live Esper of all its power. It is only when we are reduced to Magicite that our abilities can be transferred in total.
Pardon? It just seems so weird that he'd go pardon with an exclamation mark. Shouldn't it be like, what? Like, you don't say, pardon?
When we transform into Magicite, our power can be relocated.
Magicite?
That's what's left of us when we pass away.
Geez, that's pretty heavy stuff. So the Espers aren't just being drained of their power, they're being killed. I mean, that's not good.
These are my comrades who fell while escaping the Empire, and I will give you my power as well.
No, Ramuh, don't! Don't! I mean, you've got to stay here. You've got to help us look after Terra. There are still things we don't know. So many things we want to ask you. No! And he turned into, I don't know, some sort of jewel-y thing. I always see Magicite as being some sort of, they're like the elemental stones in Ocarina of Time, this kind of like crystal-y thing. Like the crystals in Final Fantasy IV. Old man, are you really gone? No, he'll live on with us forever in our hearts. Magicite. He traded his power so that others might live. Yes, Ramuh, we will remember you always. We'll erect a plaque in your honor. Well, let's get these guys over here first. Received a Magicite Stray. Received a Magicite Siren. Received a Magicite Kirin. Well, now we have 3 new friends. And now, why are you doing this?
We few can help save many. The war of the Magi must not be repeated.
And we got the Magicite Ramuh. Terra, wait for us. We'll be back.
I'll be back.
Now, what we just got were Espers. I'm going to explain them later. Let's just get out of this Zozo. Cyan and Gao, how did you guys get here? Everyone here? I was thinking, let's talk on the way. Yeah, Edgar's like, walk and talk. I love the way they kind of do this cinematically with the characters walking down the stairs. The Empire's trying to drain magic to from the Espers. What's Gao doing there, jumping all over the place? Sab, would you hurry up? We don't have time to dilly-dally around. Can this be true? Celes. Geez, Celis is being kind of quiet. I don't like this. I don't remember because I was asleep when they augmented me. But I've heard rumors to that effect. Yeah, that's where Celis gets her magic power from. She was genetically engineered. Then we're going in. Oh wait, that was Cyan, I forgot. I haven't seen Cyan in so long I forgot to do his voice. We'd best split into 2 groups. We still need to beef up our defences in Narish. Bannon's in Narish. He can look after fucking Narish. No one gives a damn about Narish.
Indeed.
Well, there's that dead guy. Just walk on by him. You know, walk on by. I'll go to the Empire. I know it well. But alone? Celis, you can't go alone. Don't worry, I'll go with her. Okay, this is something I always like. Locke! This is something that I always think that the reason need a hand. Okay, the reason Celis and Cyan are going to be in your party, and I always believe that the reason Locke always goes with Celis, well, unless you haven't noticed, they seem to have chemistry, which we'll get onto that later on, guys. But the other reason I always think Locke goes with Celis all the time is because she's still she's still has I don't believe that everyone trusts her completely, especially Cyan. He doesn't trust her completely at all. And I believe that Locke is the only one who really trusts her completely, and that he kind of feels as someone who has great respect in the returners, that he feels it's his duty to kind of let the other characters know that, well, if he trusts her, then she should be trusted by the rest of them. Because even Celis doesn't fully, believe in herself, do you know? I don't know. That's just me being crazy. Okay, I want to bring Gao with us, just because I want to show you something with the next boss that's pretty cool. And Gao is just really good to have with you anyway, because we are going to, as far as I remember, we're going to be seeing human enemies, so Bio is pretty handy. Edgar is just handy anyway, so we'll bring him, because the Noise Blaster can be pretty handy later on. So this is the party I'm using: Celis, Locke, Edgar, and Gao. It's the party that most people use. Well, some people bring Cyan as well, but I don't know. That's the reason I took those earrings off of Sabin, was just so that I'd have them with me this time. So that's our party. And now I have to explain something else. What's Gao doing up there? Please wait for us in Narish. We'll find our own way back safely. If you wish to change the group members, head for Narish. I am never going back to Narish, ever, in the entirety of this game. What? So, how are we going to get there? The Empire's on the continent to the south. No boats go there. The people of Jador, a town to the south, can probably help us. Yeah, we've already been to Jador. Locke. Yes? Why are you coming with me? Well, I've already kind of explained that. Well, there are bound to be treasures there. Oh, Locke, come on. And besides, I've always wanted an inside look at the Empire. Yeah, you know, get a few souvenirs to send back to your girlfriend in a coma. What's this ghost have to say? Seems you have a piece of Magicite. Want to learn more about Espers? No, because I feel I could explain it better, so... Basically now when you go to a character's skill section, well, as you can see, the biggest change that you can notice straight away is that now your characters have MP. Not only Celis, but Edgar, Locke, and Gao do. That is because in this game, every character can learn magic. And it's because to do with the storyline, the way that the Espers are kind of seen as the source of magic in the likes of Celis and stuff like that, and that people are trying to gain their power. Once you have the Magicite, you can actually use it to teach characters magic. Now, I'm going to want to give... as you can see, there's an Espers section in the skill set now. Now, the Espers do 3 things. If you equip a character with an Esper, so I'm going to equip Celis with Ramuh now for... well, so that she can learn Bolt and Bolt 2 and things primarily. And all that's the first thing they do, is when you equip them with it... well, no, I'll explain this first. If you equip a character with an Esper, they can use it in battle for a certain amount of MP. Not all of them are useful. Some of them are pretty useful, but not all of them. The other main use that an Esper has is that it'll teach you magic. So now, at the end of every battle, nearly every battle, you'll gain what's called magic points as well as experience. And let's say you get 1 magic point at the end of a battle. Bolt is times 10, so that means you'll get 10% skill percent rate if you look at the right hand side there. So that means if you get 10 magic points, then Celis will learn Bolt. Because Bolt 2 only has times 2 learn rate, then that means for every magic point you get, you only get 2% skill percentage. So that means it'll take longer to learn. The other, it's exactly like the abilities in Final Fantasy IX. The way that weapons teach abilities and you get ability points to learn them. That's exactly what it's like. The only thing that's different about the way it works in Final Fantasy IX. Well, no, the only thing that's different about the way it works in Final Fantasy IX is that unfortunately, Celis can't use Bolt or Bolt 2 or Poison in battle until she actually learns them from Ramuh, which is something that I really liked in Final Fantasy IX, the way you can actually use the abilities as long as you have the thing equipped, if you equip that ability. The other main thing that the Espers do is that some of them, not all of them, when you level up while equipped with an Esper, you'll get a stat increase. So this one has stamina +1. It's kind of like EV training in Pokemon, the way like for every battle, if you have like the power bracer on, then is power bracer HP? Yeah, you'll get more HP EVs or whatever. That's pretty much the best thing that I can liken it to. But yeah, we're going to equip Celis with Ramuh at the moment. We'll want to equip, well no, I like to teach, no, not Siren. I like to teach Cure and Cure 2, well, Cure at least, to other characters, just so that I don't waste Cure with Celis and stuff like that, just so that it doesn't waste MP on the characters that know Cure. But by and large, your other characters knowing magic isn't that useful, because their magic stats just aren't high enough to make it viable. Gau can be pretty useful, and Sabin, I suppose, but for the most part, Sabin's Blitz and Gau's Rage just makes knowing magic redundant. Now the other thing about Espers getting you better stats when you level up while holding one is that what you want to do for the most part is keep an eye on your character's status. So look, Celis won't level up for a long time, Edgar will level up soon, and Gau will level up, and so will Locke. So what you want to do is keep an eye on, just so that you're not learning a load of useless magic, you want to keep an eye on your character's experience so that you can equip them with the Esper before they level up. So Edgar, just to save time, I'm going to equip him with Siren, just so that I can get the HP percentage, because Edgar, HP on Edgar is possibly the most useful thing, just so that, because he's pretty much, you want him to be able to stay alive in a battle, basically. Now, this is turning out to be a long episode already, so the next episode is going to be short, because the episode after that is going to be very long, so I guess I'll see you next time on Let's Play Final Fantasy VI. In the next part, we're going to head back to Jidor. So I'll see you next time on Let's Play Final Fantasy VI. This is RockPaperMario saying bye.